Hey, this is Austin Harman Mixes, and welcome to my all-new series, The Fundamentals of Audio. Over this series, I'm going to be sharing with you my tips and tricks that I have learned over the past 20 years of mixing audio. Whether you're just starting out or you've been behind the desk for years, I hope that this series is valuable to you. And if you'd like to join me along this journey, please like and subscribe, and let's get into it. How to become an audio engineer starts with getting your mind right. Now, just a little plug, I do record a podcast every single week that's released on Wednesdays. And if you'd like to hear more about this specific subject, I just released a podcast at the time of this recording, episode number 7. So if you're coming from the future, go back and look at episode number 7, where I explain more in depth about what I'm talking about in this video. But for the purposes of brevity, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about getting your mind right to become an audio engineer. The first thing you need to do is start with your why. Now, starting with your why is very important because over the time of being an audio engineer, you're going to experience challenge, whether that's not being able to fix a problem, whether that's encountering criticism, or whether that's not being able to get the mix as perfect as you want it to be. You're going to experience challenge. And if you don't have a deep-rooted desire to be a great audio engineer from the jump, you're going to at times question whether or not you want to continue along the journey. Take from my experience over 20 years behind the desk, I've experienced so much challenge that I've considered walking away from audio entirely. I've also experienced triumph, where I've found myself loving and enjoying every single second of being an audio engineer. I started this whole series out with getting your mind right because of the challenges that you may face with being an audio engineer. I want you to understand that this journey is a long one, and you need to prepare yourself for years of discipline, practice, understanding, learning, and risk-taking to be able to become a successful audio engineer. I once had a roommate in college, and due to some situation, I decided that I wanted to learn how to play guitar. And my roommate was a guitar player, and I went up to him and I said, "Hey, would you teach me how to play guitar?" And he looked at me and kind of furrowed his brow a little bit, and he said, "Do you want to play guitar or do you want to learn how to play guitar?" And I looked at him kind of funny, and I was like, "What do you mean?" And then I realized playing guitar sounds awesome, looks awesome. Everybody wants to play guitar, but hardly anybody wants to learn how to play guitar, because learning how to play guitar, similar to learning how to mix, takes years of discipline and practice. And he wanted to make sure that I was prepared for the journey that it was going to take for me to become a successful guitar player. You can't just pick up a guitar and learn how to play in a day. It takes months, years of practice to be able to become a great guitar player. And for many of the great guitar players that are out there, they've been playing for so long, it's second nature to them. For many audio engineers, as for me, I've been doing audio so long, you would expect that it's second nature, but it's actually not. It takes effort, it takes willpower, it takes discipline, it takes intentionality every single time I walk up to the desk and get to mix. It also requires the mindset of recognizing your opportunity. When walking up to the desk, you have to realize that you're only one bad gig away from not being able to walk up to that desk anymore. There's a tremendous amount of pressure and expectation on audio engineers, and therefore you have to be resilient, you have to be open-minded, keep an open heart, you have to be disciplined, and you have to be prepared for this journey. I started out the fundamentals of audio with getting your mind right, and I do believe that this is one of the most important things you can do before continuing on this journey. Props to you for already seeking out knowledge. If you're brand new to mixing, I hope over this series I can share with you more learnings so that you can become a great audio engineer. This is Austin Harman Mixes, the fundamentals of audio. I can't wait to share the next episode with you. Please like and subscribe.